Hi, Wonder Hussy here. Today I'm in Central Nevada, which is a very desolate place. I mean, there is nothing out here but sagebrush and not even much of that. So I'm about 30 miles north of Tonopah, which is the main sort of Central Nevada town, about halfway between Vegas and Reno. Well, if you go another 30 miles north of that, you just pass through a whole lot of nothing, but then you come across this amazing abandoned town. Look at this. It's right at the side of the 95 there. That's the US 95. And where it intersects with US 6, which at one time was the longest cross-country highway in the USA, at that intersection, there used to be this little town, and it was called Coaldale. Like a coal mine, Coaldale. But there really wasn't much to the town. It was just a gas station, a motel, and a cafe. You know, just a little traveler's stop kind of a place. And it was all operational up until about 1993. Not that long ago. It's only been abandoned, what, 25-ish years, 24 years? But it went out of business because the gas station was shut down by the EPA. Damn government. Because the underground fuel tanks there, you know, where they store all the fuel, they were leaking into the ground. So the EPA shut down the gas station. And then when the gas station closed, the motel and the cafe kind of just shut down too, because nobody was stopping anymore. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't just fix the repair the leak in the gas tanks, but I guess they just decided it wasn't worth the expense. Maybe it wasn't doing that well anyways. I mean, you're only 30 miles back there from Tonopah, and then another 30-ish miles ahead you get to Hawthorne. There's gas there, so I guess it wasn't like an absolutely essential pit stop. But wow, I mean, look at this place. So interesting. Let's check out all these buildings one by one. Wow, look, even the ground is all dried up and parched. I mean, you can see there's still some traffic passing along here. It's a Saturday today in early June. And this is like 95, that's the 95 there. That's the main north-south corridor from Vegas to Reno. Not that there's a ton of traffic going from Vegas to Reno, but what traffic there is has to pass through here. Look at this graffiti, guys. Some of the graffiti here is really well executed. Look at this, that's cool, man. I think that's flour paste, right? They just printed out a big, I always wondered how they did this, look. It's some kind of paper that they just flour pasted. Or what do you call that, wheat paste? I don't know, you mix flour and water and you roll it over paper and stick it to a wall. And look on that building. I wonder if these are real people or they just, I mean, not that actors aren't real people, but is that a picture of some actress or model? Or is that just some random person? I don't know. This obviously was, I think this was the gas station, because look, there's where the gas pumps were. And then this must have been the filling station, Quickie Mart, convenience store. Looks like that said restaurant. Probably said slots, because this is Nevada, so there must have been slot machines. Here's the front. So this is where you walked in back in the day. And this big door here looks like a service bay. Oh, I don't know if there was a garage here too. Holy crike, look. Looks like somebody had a little fire in here. I mean, there's really nothing in the way of personal effects left here, just rubble. But still kind of interesting. Look, there's part of the sign that said cafe, food, slots. Dang. I'd like to go upstairs to that loft, but stairs are all busted out. Let's see. I could probably still get up there if I just step on the side. I don't weigh much. By the way, I know I'm wearing flip-flops, but I'll be careful. Oh my god, yikes. This is so rickety, you guys. I mean, there was really no point in even going up here, because there's nothing up here, but hey. You know me, I like a challenge. Well, look how cool the view is through that window, watch. Hopefully I don't die coming over here to show you. I just love this. As it comes into focus. Beautiful mountains in the distance. Okay, now let's go back down the stairs and check out some of the other buildings. Yikes. Okay, now this building with the girl in the surgical mask on it. Small little outbuilding, probably was just storage or something. Man, there's nothing in here. Here's the back wall of the service station. Night owl, welcome to my paradise. Woo! Hey, look at the other side of this little outbuilding. Sleep and dream of a better tomorrow. Wow, that's crazy. And that's not, look, this is actually, I was gonna say this is actually painted, but I think it's pasted onto, or, oh yeah, this is pasted. Wow, these people went through a lot of trouble to do this way out here. I think it's cool, man. I mean, look at this graffiti on the back wall. Night Owl Airlines will get you high without leaving the ground. Hey, Night Owl, I'll take a ride. Here we have some little concrete pylons or something out front that are all painted colorfully. I love colorful graffiti like that, man. I do not consider that an eyesore. I consider that an improvement. Night Owl. That's apparently this graffiti artist's name. The No Likes Tour. Eddie Kala, the Night Owl. Look him up, guys. Him or her. It could be a her, I suppose. Look at this house. Wow, let's go in it. No stairs, so we're just gonna have to step right up. Ugh. Ooh, wow, look at this place. I mean, again, really nothing left behind, but we can sort of figure out a few things by looking at the floor. Look, when we first came in, there's this hardwood floor, but it looks like it had linoleum placed over it at some time. And that is, I guess this is where the kitchen was. So if this was a house, that's where the kitchen was. But if it was a commercial establishment, I mean, the linoleum goes quite a ways, so maybe it was just this was the cafe or something. Did say there was a cafe here. Okay, and then we come to the back here. The back wall is completely gone and just looks out to the desert. Somebody shot up a TV there. I bet that was fun. Kill your television. Huh, let's hop out the back. Since there's no wall anyways, we might as well just leave that way. But that's the house we just went in right there. Too slick, huh? Too slick for me. Okay, now let's check out this little shack. Okay, this says reserved for Ham 1. Oh, Night Owl was here too. Good old Night Owl. Wow, there's really nothing in here. And this looks like it was just some kind of electrical room, because look, it's got all these controls for the cabins. I guess maybe there were cabins you could stay in for the motel, you know? Wow, look how old this is. Dang. And this here was the water pump. What was this? That was the powerhouse. Then down here we had controls for the apartment and the bar, hall, and kitchen. I know there was a fire here in 2006, I think, that really kind of blew out the rest of what was left. So maybe there was something here that kind of burned up in 06. Huh. Man, that's not even that long ago. I missed it. Darn it. Okay, but now what I'm really interested in is look at this building. Girls, 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 peep show. Ooh, I'm excited, guys. Let's go in. Whoa, it is a peep show. Look at that Night Owl, you dirty bird. Nice hooters. Oh, God. Oh, that's the Night Owl's eyes. See? Psych! You thought you were looking at some boobies. It's really just the eyes of a good old Night Owl. All right, Night Owl, you got me. Okay, so this was the old motel building. I'm guessing there was like a sign or something on that post that probably had the name. It looks like the base of a sign, right? Probably had one of those really cool vintage neon signs that said Coaldale rest stop, whatever. Look at all these stickers people put on the pole. I better add one of my own to this. I'll be in good company. That's that same person that was in the one graffiti mural. There's Night Owl. He's got a legit sticker. Nug Life. Derp. In Decline. Those guys are my favorite graffiti artists. They're so cool. Okay, well, I definitely need to add my sticker to this, so I'll put it right here. Not cover anybody else's. I feel like that's tacky to just put it right over somebody else's mark, you know? Plenty of room for all of us here. Wow, I mean, I bet at one time this was a pretty sweet motel to stay in, because look, here's all the motel rooms, right? And you come out of your room, sit on the porch, have your morning coffee looking at that. I mean, those mountains. Holy cow, that's a beautiful view. Wow, there's some intense graffiti here. Oh, wow, look, you can still see it had blue shag carpet on the floor. Uh-oh, look at this. Huh, I guess this was the bathroom. Not much left now. Look, the room next door had orange shag. Wow, this graffiti. See, this is the kind of graffiti I don't like. It's just ugly and lame. God, look at all this gross crap. I did see something written on the wall here that looked like it might be interesting. Let's see. Holy cow. Hey, Shakespeare, way to write some graffiti. When I imagine my life from this moment on, never again will I sit idly by watching life go on without me. The normal, average, the mundane. I am unique, and with you we will create an extraordinary existence. We've spent our lives forced to be what others have chosen you should be, violently fighting against their will, because we always knew that life wasn't our fate, feeling guilty and ashamed for our choices that railed against the ordinary, criticized and beaten down for craving life. Today, this moment, and always, we will no longer be what any other being expects us to be, never again feeling out of place for creating our own world. We will live a truly unique existence. We create the world around us. This is the start of true freedom, true faith, love, and power. Now we live our lives. We will burn any who stand in our way to cinders. You will remember us. Yikes, whatever you say, boss. Whew. That was crazy. By the way, do you like my patriotic glasses? You know how people call them like beer goggles? Well, these are my jingoism goggles. I mean, they're pretty impractical because everything that you look at is through a stars and stripes haze. I mean, it looks like you ran into a bunch of bugs on a windshield. But they're stylish, cheap, made in China, and American. I think it's kind of a metaphor. Oh, look. Did you guys know that Ben Defty is a hoser? How about this one? Gus, Win. Oh, look, Owen is also a hoser. Did you know that? A lot of hosers around here. Apparently they called this Hoser Town. Hey, look, here's an old newspaper, but I bet we already know when this place closed, but let's just look at it anyways. It was the sports section from Saturday, August 6, 1988. You guys remember 1988 sports? The NFL suspended 4 more players. The Tigers extended a lead to 2 games in the East race. Casper retained the senior open lead. Interesting, man. Look, Raiders taking plain vanilla attack to San Francisco. Those were simpler times before the dang Raiders moved to Vegas. Look at this. Jobless rate rises slightly. What? This was in the reign of Ronald Reagan. I thought the economy was killing it under Ronald Reagan. Apparently not. Well, here's another old magazine. Let's see what this was. Uh-oh. What was going on here? VelvetMag.com. Woo. Bonus live video feeds. Oh, I better not zoom in on this. Oh, look, it was some magazine called Velvet. Oh, duh. Velvet. I just said that. Velvet magazine from November of 01. If you guys wanted to know what the feminine beauty ideals were in 2001, apparently it was all about big hair, skinny eyebrows, glossy lips, and titties. Look on the back. For your intimate TV enjoyment, all these different old-timey porn movies. Look at this one. Desires Within Young Girls. Sensational Janine. Skin Flicks. Pro Ball Cheerleaders. Oh, you guys ever see that one? Another room. Oh, look. I like that graffiti. I love life. I can get behind that. I don't know if Cassidy, if you wrote that, I am your friend. Look down here. Here's a page from March Hustler. March of what year, I don't know, but apparently it was a year that has the economy caught you with your pants down. The economy was bad. Here's the Good Head water pipe that you could install. I don't really get what that does. Something for your bathroom. And here's what they were talking about. Cock lips. I am a 23-year-old uncircumcised male with a penis problem. Oh my God, guys, we can't even read this. It's not family friendly. Here's the comic, look. Abortion clinic. Believe me, Miss Glick, you've made the right decision. I guess what he's trying to say is that she's so ugly that they don't really want her to reproduce. Wow, that's pretty hardcore, man. Good old Hustler. On the Vanguard. Oh, look in this room. There's still a mattress left over. Gross. It's all stained. Yuck. Huh, look at it. There's this weird corner room here that didn't look like it was a motel room because it's all just cinder block. I guess maybe this was just a storage room or something. It's very rough and unfinished in here. I mean, if it was a motel room, dang, it must have been the bargain room because I guess this was more like a boiler room, maintenance room kind of place. Now open, huh? Look at this. This was obviously some kind of kitchen. Oh, look, there's even a, what do you call it? Steps going up into it. So this was either a big suite or maybe this was the home of the person who ran the motel because they actually had a full kitchen. Motel rooms don't typically have that. Never lock your door with a boiled carrot. Well, that is good advice. Look, back here was the bathroom. Oh, dang, look what happened to that shower stall. I guess this was the bedroom because there's the bed and the recliner. Holy crick. And then I guess this was just like the little living room up front here. They had a heater. It does get cold here in the winter. We're at like 6,000 feet. Huh, so I'm assuming that was the home of the person who lived here and operated the store. And then here in the middle, it looks like maybe there was another cabin here and it just got completely demolished. But then we go on here, there's more. 2 more cabins. And they all have those little steps going up into them. So maybe these were the cabins you could rent. I mean, there was a fold-a-bed in here. So that slept quite a few people. And there was a full bedroom. Another bedroom. So this must have been a 2-bedroom suite with a living room and a bathroom, but no kitchen. So I guess a motel room. Weird. All right, so that was all the cabins. Oh, holy cow. I don't know if you can see that in the distance, but there's a guy riding his bicycle on the freeway. Holy cannoli. That guy is hardcore. Like I said, we're 30 miles from Tonopah. That guy's got a ways to go. Good for him, though. Anyways, like I was saying, we went in the gas station, we went in all the motels and the cabins. Still got a couple more buildings to go in, though. Let's go into this one that says REM. Always been one of my favorite bands. Okay, so this building back here looks like it was a house for sure. I mean, look at that porch. Maybe this is where the people lived who ran the motel. I don't know. Let's poke our heads in and see if we can figure this out. All right, well, I had carpet put over this beautiful old hardwood floor. I hate it when people put shag carpet over this cool hardwood floor. I'd way rather have hardwood. More questionable graffiti. I don't know. I mean, it was a house, I'm guessing. Look, all this linoleum. I think this might have been the kitchen back here. It looks like kitchen linoleum. Kitchen, bedroom, living room. Oh, wait, look at the graffiti that we came into the first room. I sure hope nobody kills my mother-in-law who lives at 19036 Pine Street, Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, I mean, whoever wrote that must really hate their mother-in-law. That's sad. I mean, I wonder what she did to him. Or actually, a woman could have written it about her mother-in-law. So I wonder what her mother-in-law did to her. Who can say? Okay, now we're going to go out the back door. Okay, we got 2 more buildings to look at. First, let's do this one, which, again, looks like another house. I mean, there's maybe a few people living here. I guess maybe the one guy ran the gas station and lived here. One guy ran the motel and lived here. And I don't know, the other guy ran the service station, like did the mechanic work. Really nothing in here. I mean, of course I prefer looking through abandoned houses that have more personal effects in them because it's much more interesting. You can extrapolate more about the people's lives who lived here. But this place is cool despite the fact that there's nothing left. Just by virtue of the fact that it's so remote and there's so many buildings and all this graffiti. Wow, look at that, his and hers sinks. Beautiful avocado shower stall. And look at the toilet, gross. It's really not much to look at in this building, but I think there's one more to go in, and it looks like a doozy. Look at this, man, this building here. First of all, I just like the way it's built of all those different kinds of wood. Looks like it was added onto over the years. That's pretty cool. And then they stuccoed over it. And then the graffiti artist came and painted over the stucco. So it's all these layers. It's kind of cool. Holy wow. Not anything left. Except for ghosts and memories. Man, I wonder what the story about this was. Who lived here? I mean, we know that it was somebody operating a gas station that either didn't care they were polluting, didn't know, or just couldn't afford to fix it. We know there was somebody operating a motel, so there had to be a housekeeper. Although I guess the housekeepers could have lived in Tonopah or Hawthorne, just commuted here. It's only 30 miles. Wow. Look at these yellow walls and this orange or reddish orange shag. Oh, here's an old refrigerator right in the middle of the hallway. Well, this building has some real funky aesthetics. I mean, look at the tile under the bathroom shag carpeting. And then look at the floor here. That's kind of a cool pattern. Let's see if this refrigerator opens. Nope, empty. Crazy. Yeah, this building is interesting. I mean, look at even the ceiling is yellow. This is a colorful joint. Maybe this was a brothel. Ah! I don't think they had a brothel here. I don't know though. Maybe they did. I mean, prostitution is legal. We're in Esmeralda County right now, just over the Esmeralda County line. So I think prostitution is and was legal here. Is the Cottontail Ranch brothel, which I did a video on, is also in Esmeralda County. Wow, look at the walls in this room. They were super colorful. I wonder what kind of people lived in this building. Doesn't feel like a motel because of the colorful walls and weird flooring. So this must have been private residences, and it must have been inhabited by some pretty interesting people. So my personal hypothesis is that the guy running the service station was slightly shady, but also kind of just hardscrabble, living hand to mouth, and he couldn't afford to fix those tanks. So when the EPA came and found that he was polluting the ground, he just gave up. He probably moved to Reno, got a job in a casino, started playing Keno. Like that. And then the other people who lived here were the workers for the cafe and the restaurant, whatever. They all just kind of drifted on and found employment elsewhere. Really a strange little town. But if you're ever passing down 95, it's either just before Tonopah, or if you're coming up 95, just after Tonopah. It's right at the side of the highway. You can see there's some other cars that have stopped and other people are poking around here. So you won't be alone. Man, what a cool place. I've been spending a lot of time in Tonopah lately, and it is truly an undiscovered gem in Nevada. There's plenty of motels, places to eat, restaurants, there's a grocery store. It has all the services you need, and it has the best stargazing in America, supposedly, because it's really far from any major metropolitan areas. There's tons of off-roading trails around here if you have a dirt bike or quad. And man, there's just tons of desert to explore, a lot of ghost towns in the area. I really recommend going to Tonopah for your next vacation if you're into this kind of stuff. It's a cool place, and I personally can't wait to come back.